Christian, I just want to get your thoughts on how today went and how much fun it was to kind of play in front of some family and a few fans.
Of course, yeah, it was great to get out there, have a good practice. I think defense did well. As y'all can tell, we did pretty good. And it was definitely fun getting to play in front of fans, a little bit of fans that we haven't played in front of for a while. So that was a good environment for us.
Justin Guerrero.
Christian, if you had to pick one wide receiver this spring who consistently just kind of gave you the best battle at the line of scrimmage one-on-one, would anyone come to mind?
I go Vontae Chanel. He's the best. I would say he's the top dog, the leader in that receiver room that I go at every day.
Henry Chisholm.
During the spring, there were some tweaks to the defensive scheme. How do you feel like you yourself have kind of learned the new defense and the rest of the defense as well? Do you feel like everything's as polished as it should be at this point?
Yeah, we definitely took some hard turns going through the spring with the new defensive coordinator, but I feel as where we are now will be great if we all keep working on getting into our playbooks over the summer, over the break. I think we're in a great position right now with the defense.
Back to Brian Howe.
Christian, I know we talked to you earlier in the spring, and you mentioned gaining some confidence last season. Now that spring's over, what did you feel like you got better at throughout this spring? And then a second question for you is we saw you do some returns today. Is that something that you would like to do during the season?
So for your first question, I feel I've got a lot stronger in communication on the field. And I'm one of the returning starters coming back that people will trust me on the team. And if I call something out, they'll know I know what I'm talking about. And the confidence is a huge booster, especially going through spring, getting that out of the way. It was great for my confidence. And for returning, yeah, I've talked about it. I've done it since high school. So just threw me back there, give it a shot, see what happens in the season.
Another one from Justin Guerrero.
Christian, for you personally as a cornerback, and maybe just speaking on behalf of the DBs as a whole unit, do you think there's a benefit just to you guys seeing multiple quarterbacks this spring with B. Lou and JT, both of them being different guys who do things a little bit differently, B. Lou being more of a dual threat guy who can run the ball? Just is that something that's a positive for you guys in the secondary, just having to kind of be able to defend against different quarterbacks who are stylistically different?
Yes, sir, for sure. That's a big part of defense because week to week that changes every week, and having both of those and going against them two every day, you see how each of them make their reads and do what they need to do, and that just helps us. So once we get to a game that we have a mobile quarterback, we'll know what to do, and when we have a pocket passer, we'll know we need to stay on top of routes and stuff like that.
One more to Brian Howe.
Just one last one, general team question. Coach Terrell has talked a lot about how he feels this spring is going to gain a lot of confidence for young players. Have you seen that? I mean, obviously you're still young, but you played a lot last year. But have you seen the confidence grow in a lot of young guys this spring?
So I definitely have. I've seen a lot of my freshman friends that didn't play as much, but are getting reps in spring. They're definitely talking more on the field, talking more in meetings, asking more questions. And it's a huge confidence booster for everybody on the team. And it was great.